Welcome everyone, this is Bōde's Vancouver real estate market update for September 2022. This video is going to quickly look at what's happening in the Vancouver property market at a macro level, and then I'm going to show you where you can find all of the data for your specific community and property type on Bōde.ca. But first, what is Bōde? For those that don't know, Bōde is a tech company that empowers people to buy and sell their own homes. We make it easier and more convenient than ever before, while also saving you a ton of money. So let's dive in. What's happening in Vancouver? First thing we're going to take a look at here is the number of new listings coming to market each month for the last 4.5 years. The bright pink line here shows you what's been happening in 2022. So for most of the year, there's been more listings than typical. However, in the last 2 months, that trend's really reversed. And suddenly now there's fewer listings coming to market each month. So in August, 24% fewer listings than there would typically be in the previous 4 Augusts. Meanwhile, on the sales side of the equation, you can see 2021, the bright blue line, was an incredibly strong year of sales in Vancouver. The bright pink line shows you 2022. It started off very strong, but now it's fallen back in the middle of the year towards more normal levels, and in the most recent 2 months, it's really dropped off. So sales in August down 28% versus the average of the last 4 Augusts. So sales have really slowed down. At the same time, new listings have also slowed down. The net effect of that is that the overall number of homes for sale, or total inventory, is also down. So that's down 18%. So fewer homes are currently available for sale at this moment in time. Then if we take a look at months of supply here on the right-hand side of the chart, you can see that in the bright pink line in 2022, months of supply has gone from being very low, less than 2 months, all the way up now to above 5 months. So what that means is it's gone from being a very much a seller's market, quickly it's gone back to being a more of a balanced market, perhaps even buyers being in slightly more control. However, the only part that's counteracting that is the fact that there's fewer homes for sale. So buyers have fewer options on the market to choose from right now. However, that's a very fast turn of fortune for sellers versus buyers. And the same thing can be seen in terms of property prices. So this chart shows you what's happened to Vancouver property prices for the last 17 years. Overall, you can see they've gone up and to the right steadily over time with a few blips along the way. In the most recent 2 years, or since the start of the pandemic, prices have gone up very quickly. However, in the last few months, that trend has reversed now. And you can see at the end of this chart that the graphs are starting to point back down. So in the most recent month, prices have gone down 2.2% month over month, and which leaves them up 7.4% year over year. So haven't lost all of the gains over the last year, however lost a lot of them, and prices continue to head down here in the Vancouver area. But all of this is looking at the greater Vancouver area as a whole, and different segments and different communities are performing very differently. So to get a good feeling for what your home's worth, you need to look at your local data. And we provide you access to all of that data on our site, Bōde.ca. So we have 3 tools here you can check out. The first one is market data. This is where you can see the same supply and demand and price trends that we've been looking at the overall Vancouver level, but for your specific community and property type. Then we have a tool called sold data, where you can find out what any home has sold for in the last 2 to 3 years in the Vancouver area. So if you see a sold sign go up in your neighborhood and you'd like to find out what it's sold for, just go over to our site and take a look at our sold data page. Finally, we have a tool called comparables, where you can see if you enter 8 features of your home, you can find the most similar live listings and the most similar recently sold listings. That gives you a really good feel for what your home is worth in the current market. So all of these tools are incredibly valuable, and you can find them all for free on Bōde.ca. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe so you see our next month's market report. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to add them in the comments below. Thanks very much.